Ringside Riot. A week without Brock bears fruit like you never imagined.
Hey, let's talk about wrestling. Pull a seat up and pour yourself a cold drink. We're gonna talk about the things that fire you up. Because it is wrestling. Everyone is coming down, not wearing a frown. Talk about it, we gonna talk about it. Talk about the things that really fire you up. And because it is wrestling, everyone is coming down, not wearing a frown.
Hello, my name is Mr. John Laurinaitis, and I'm the Executive Vice President of Talent Relations and the General Manager of both Raw and SmackDown. I'm also sometimes the surrogate of Banana Tycoon George Blue Sr. I can't help that my voice sounds like this. I used to wrestle in New Japan, blah blah, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Oh look, it's John Cena live via backstage satellite for some reason. Blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
My bedtime hasn't been this early in years. I can pick on you anytime I want, Johnny Ace. I'm not under your nightmarish umbrella. This action's like the island of Palau. Everyone knows it's there, but it's just out of your reach. And when the world ends and you come crashing down, it'll still be there, and it'll still be breathtaking. Oh, dude. I'm sorry, dude. Better luck next time, bro. Really. I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world. So match of the night goes to Sheamus, Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, and Alberto Del Rio, I suppose, right? It is my destiny to be World Heavyweight Champion! No, I should be champion. I already am champion! Yes! Wrong! This is wrestling, not The View. If you want to cluck at each other, head for the hen house, ladies. So I suppose with Over the Limit so far away, I should probably consider this week Disheveled Week, since nothing really happened, and oh my god, it's Paul Heyman. What? What? Wow. Paul E, wow. In the building? I don't believe it. I'm just, it's a complete mark out moment. What can I say? I'm a Paul Heyman guy. I'm marking out, bro. If you weren't watching, you missed something picturesque last night. Paul Heyman, the personality that guys like John Laurinaitis wish they were, the personality that professional wrestling just can't admit that it needs so badly, was in the ring defending his friend and client, Brock Lesnar. All the while in an arena full of people, not quite sure who he is, just sitting there, still, while faint chants of ECW float through the air. If that's not poetry in motion, I don't really know what is. Cheap pop, cheap pop, cheap pop! What's the best way to get a cheap pop with your wrestling figures? Cross their world with that of another, of course. Here's K Squared with her pet Dewback. Think you can do better? Head on over to our Facebook page and enter the Cheap Pop Photo Contest. All you have to do is post a photo of your wrestling figures interacting with your other action figures on our wall. It can be anything. The winners, what do they get? Free figures! Free figures!
Fan figure frenzy!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Ringside Riot Fan Figure Frenzy proudly brings to you its Ringside Riot Tag Team Champions of the World! The Road Dogs, Jesse James, the Badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws! And if you're not down with that, they got two words for you. Suck it!
Fan figure frenzy!
Welcome WrestlingFigs.com, Tim Ash here with another installment of Buzz from the Basement. This week we're going to bring you somebody that you might not know, Johnny Ace. Johnny Ace is John Laurinaitis, ladies and gentlemen. He is the Raw General Manager and SmackDown Interim General Manager, should I say, and Executive Vice President of Talent Relations. Johnny Ace started out his wrestling career a long time ago. He was being managed in the early years by Jim Cornette before Jim Cornette went and started the Midnight Express up. Johnny Ace went over and became a very, very popular name in All Japan Pro Wrestling with Dan Spivey and also none other than Dr. Death Steve Williams later on to become tag team champions over there. He came back to WCW and took over as head booker for Vince Russo. John Laurinaitis, known as Johnny Ace back then, and the Dynamic Dudes, as he was so welcome to being with the long hair, his figure here was released. Come on in for it. Actually, no, wait. Back up. There was no John Laurinaitis figure because no one cared. He was a flag bearer for the sheep herders. Are you kidding me? John Laurinaitis, people power? Let's talk about things that are really going on and that are really important. Sorry, Johnny. Let's talk about Paul Heyman, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Heyman, one of the greatest masterminds in ECW history, in WWE history. He was a manager for Brock Lesnar. Came out this past week on Raw to reinsert himself in the WWE spotlight. Paul Heyman had several figures released. He was in the Ring Raid Series 24.5. He had this exclusive figure that was in the single carded box that had the open front, if you guys remember, if you ever picked that up from the Jax exclusive. He also had an ECW pay-per-view figure and a couple other ones. But Paul Heyman making his return to WWE television this week is very, very exciting news. It was kept hush, it was kept quiet, and it made a really, really good impact. Now, what we don't know is what the future holds for Paul Heyman. Is he going to be the legal counsel for Brock Lesnar? Has Brock Lesnar actually quit the WWE? Or is Brock Lesnar playing with Triple H? And are we going to see a huge matchup coming up in SummerSlam with none other Brock Lesnar and Triple H with Paul Heyman in Brock's corner? We know that Paul Heyman detests Triple H and the Stephanie McMahon family, and we know that Paul Heyman has an agenda coming up. So I thought it'd be a great piece to bring to you this week, the WWE Jax exclusive figure that came out with Paul Heyman with some great detail. He had the sweater jacket on, and also they paid attention to detail with the ponytail, a little bit thinning of the hair in the back, maybe bald, won't want to say that. But I just wanted to give tribute to one of the greatest announcers and one of the greatest talkers in the business, Mr. Paul Heyman. Next week we have Eddie Guerrero coming up that we're going to bring you, and then after that, Mr. Perfect. So you might want to stay tuned, and then in the future, I guarantee you, we will have none other than the Hulk Hogan exclusives. We'll talk to you soon.
Here's your problem. Got this thing switched to evil. Here's your other problem. This one's switch is malfunctioning. I can't really tell which side, though.
An RKO! An RKO! Out of nowhere!
Yeah, that explains it. Ringside Riot is brought to you by all the loose figures Ringside Collectibles has available. Mattel WWE, Jax TNA, and loads of action-packed, wow, what a deal, wheelin' fun!
Let me tell you something right now. The American Dream said he had the crown jewel when Elizabeth, jumped ship and hit with the dream. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I foiled that plan. I put the jewel back in my pocket. American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. He was nothing, yeah. I don't know how many times I put him on top rope elbow drop into the dream. And I woke him up, dreaming no more. Oh, yeah.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel for future episodes. Follow our Twitter account. Like our Facebook page. And check out Ringside Collectibles at WrestlingFigures.com for the largest selection of wrestling figures anywhere in the universe.